We got ourselves Bubby over for the team one, ready to go. Where's Leo on that team? Is he first? No, Plush as Assassination is going to be first up, with MVP getting a proper chance to rematch the Rogue. This is it. That's exactly what the Shaman wanted here. This is exactly what this man needed. It's going to be an opener. Big burst out for the Rogue. Cloak of Shadows, everything is sent. Deathmark King's Bane, all MVP can do is burn it down on the ground, hide his head away from Plush, and hope that he just disappears. That wall keeping him alive, plenty healthy against that King's Bane plus Deathmark. And looks like Plush burst actually got countered by MVP quite a bit, though. Had to burn Bulwark, had to burn everything for it. Big Earth Shocks to follow as Plush got himself a reset. Is that a Flame Shock? He does see him. Big back-to-back Earth Shocks though. Let's go. This guy's getting the procs he's looking for. Big as sand, big back-to-back Earth Shocks. He's getting exactly his he needs. Catching the Rogue out in the open. Plush does have a Shadow Melt, but it's not going to keep him in stealth for too long. Catches his re-stealth a couple times actually. Yeah, he got a couple aggressive restart there, just enough to get himself a proper opener into a trinket. MVP got nothing right now, and this actually could still be a match for Plush unless MVP gets a proc or finds a way to escape Plush for a second. He needs something, anything, setting up some damage, but MVP might just be down. I think it's all the bleeds from the Rogue running circles around the guy. Big Envenoms might just take it blind to follow him. This is going to be that Ellie Blast from the, what are they called, Ancestors? I was gonna say grandpa and grandma, but they are technically ancestors. MVP does get himself a bit of a re-heal behind the pillar. Needs to catch the Rogue out in the open though. If you got a root on the guy, he might be okay. Is that a root totem? If that was a root totem over the side, that might take the... Oh no. Big step, big kidney shot. And MVP is just gonna bleed out. He needs to go for more healing. I don't know how much mana he's got, because I can only track Maelstrom. I can't track his mana bar. Looks like enough healing, enough mana to at least maintain himself. So Plush is looking for a reset. Earthy Elemental won't let him do so. That is a little bit on a rougher spot. He's got him some big zaps together with another Elemental joining in. That's going to be Earthy as well as Storm Ellie doing quite a bit of damage. More totems are down. Plush is going to take a lot of this passive damage to totems. Back-to-back Lava Burst on top of it too, with the Ancestors Gouge for a second. Has himself a cloak. Technically has Deathmark and King's Bane. MVP God does have a wall. I don't think he has a Bulwark for this one though. So if you have himself a proper go, he might not be able to do anything for it. Vanish very aggressively. Garrote does get rooted. Kidney, this is where you're just going for a big Deathmark. Oh, Lasso stopping the Deathmark. It still could come in. Still could be the play. It's going to be MVP. Try to see if he can take down the Rogue before he goes down himself. A Gouge. Earth Shock into a cheat death. Is it enough though? MVP does, I think, takes it. Yeah, does take it. Did have to burn a wall. Is taking lots of damage right now, with Barry gonna be up next. Try to see if he crashes down with a big shadow crash. Is knocking the pet for a second with the Gloomhound around the corner. This is where you're just gonna stand still and get yourself as many heals as possible. You also gotta make sure you control those pets. That root on the pets is going to be huge because it stops a good portion of the damage, and that's going to be Barry trying to see if he can get himself a Mortal Call around the corner. Burrow down for MVP. Did not want to find out what was going to happen off of that Mortal Call. Does not want to give Barry any opportunity to get any setup whatsoever. And it's got himself actually quite a bit of poke damage around the corner. Doomguard is in play, but it's not really getting the angle. That pet is not reliable, is it? Stormkeeper is up. That pet is actually going to get some damage. One bolt. Maybe two? No, just one. Just one for MVP. He's got himself at least Axe Toss, stun. Stun didn't go through, but the interrupt did go through. There goes the second stun. It is super yard. The Mortal Call right after. Barry does have himself a Tyrant and everything, but that thing is not really doing much. The pets are doing plenty of damage though. All the other pets are doing plenty of work. Demon Doggers and the Gloomhound knock back into Barry, putting him out in the open, but it's playing very defensively, dropping, or at least trying to see if he can get away from the Fellord as the Warlock does end up dropping him down. Gatewitch is trying to see if you can pincer him. Barry getting him, so MVP got getting quite a few good procs with a Mastery while Ascend is up. Back-to-back Earthshocks, getting lots of value. What are these Earthshock resets on this guy? He's rolling the lottery on those Earthshocks. With Barry trying to see if he gets some damage in. Got himself the Chaos Mother, barreling down so much Chaos damage into the guy. Just not a lot of health available outside of this Dark Pact. As soon as that falls off, you might be in a bit of trouble. Next Primordial. Oh, and those Lava Birds just take ya. Alice Shamans are so good in PvP right now. Very good. Whenever you run into that class in Blitz or in solos, they seem to just pump at all times. At all times. They're trying to give him like more damage through lightning bolts or more value on lightning bolts in the next patch. I just don't know how that's gonna go, but maybe they could make something happen, right? It's just, I feel like Lava Burst is just way too good. Way too good. This is going to be MVP. At least got himself a big Stormkeeper. Potential lots of damage. Is going to be a stun around the corner. Does not connect to anything but the pet. Leap away into a Harpoon right after. MVP may need something here. Does have a burrow in case he needs to. Does go for the burrow. He technically also has free casting too. But he just can't really go for it. Kill shots. Oh, the grenade got you so close. Looking for the recovery. Bulwark Totem. Is that available right now? If that's up, he might have an ace up his sleeve. Hold on a second. He might still have an ace up his sleeve. If you do use it, I'd say use it really early because 25% dampening is only going to ramp up higher and higher. So if you are going to use the big totem, you may need something here. Lasso, no trinket available for Bubby, so that's freebie damage. Into root right after him. Got himself a decent setup. Bubby breaking out of it with a disengaged silence into MVP. Does go for the trinket off of the silence. Biting shot around the corner. Does catch it for a second. That's going to be MVP fully blood up right now. Does he have the totem? If you have it, you better use it insta. I don't think he has it. I don't think he has Bulwark. Yeah, does go down. But Bubby just able to bleed the guy out. Dots and bleeds and poison damage and shrapnel from the grenades does the trick. I just realized we have 3 warriors on this team. Which one of the warriors is going to be? All these warriors need to try to figure it out. It looks like a Gossi. Is it going to be Gossi? Look at a Gossi. I think he's trying to get him up and running first. Gossi ain't sure about it. Are you going to... It's one of you guys got to go. That or just said the Demon Hunter. Somebody's got to go because the Demon Hunter, like, the longer the duels go on, the worse it's going to be for him. Especially when it comes to that dampener. Freezing trap onto Gossi. Does Bubby just go... He does go for Tar Trap. So this gives him an opportunity here to make something happen. Big lead by Gossi. Reflected the freezing trap. I mean, Bubby kind of saw the freezing reflect from a mile away. So you could maybe delay that freezing trap. But I think maybe it was just muscle memory. Seeing the warrior rushing, just like, yeah, I'll drop it down. I might as well. But it does end up catching a biting shot. Gossi is going to be in a bad spot unless he goes for trinket. He doesn't go for it. DR'd completely. Or at least have DR'd. So at least it's going to be better just to save it until later. Reflect up really early. As it's going to be big defense on our Bubby wall together with Turtle. I guess he was taking a lot of damage though. Tar Trap on the ground. Does get bleeds onto Gossi. Gossi with a bit of a parry. Got him some DR as well as anti-melee damage. But the freezing trap does stop him leaping over with the trinket. Trying to see if he can make a play. Mortal Strike are available. Big Sharper Blade is up to. Bubby trying to see if he can escape. Leaping on top of Gossi with a harpoon. Does go for the fear. Has Bubby exactly what he needs to. Big execute one. Oh, into a Mortal Strike right after. Taking it. With Leo going to be up next, I don't think he's going to have to let Gossi any opportunity to recover at all, is he? Stun has got himself a reflect. I don't think he's going to do much. Demolish can at least reduce some of the damage from Leo, at least for a little bit. Gossi with a quick stun to trade, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Just one more obliterate is all Leo needs. To a disarm last second. Hold on, Gossi. If this man lives, I'll be very surprised. Gossi's fighting tooth and nail here. Oh, Leo does end up taking him, but man, Leo was given the business by Gossi. Well done. My goodness. I saw the reflector, my brain ignored it. I feel that, black guy. I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. You have no idea how many times I'm like, look, as a rogue, I will be honest. At some point, you just get the muscle memory of like, oh, the healer's gotta go from behind the pillar. I'm gonna throw a blind at him immediately. I don't even check if he's got like any CC immunity. You have no idea how many blinds I threw away. As Leo does end up chopping down the Demon Hunter. Leo's got a lot to go through. I actually went through the Demon Hunter very quickly. I didn't even look, honestly. That was real fast. With Auric trying to see if he closes the gap for Leo. He technically can fight 2 warriors, so he's just gonna have to play it very carefully. He's gonna have to buy himself some time until cooldowns are up, and then play that hit and run build. With Auric, he's playing that Mountain Thane. What is damaging you so much? Man, it's already... Oh, you're running Death Wish! Is that why? Straight up running Death Wish! This guy literally does have a Death Wish. He's sacrificing health just to build up some damage. But he's gonna take a ton of damage too. Hold on a second. Auric got himself the most amount of damage. He knows he's gonna get stunned up. Stun onto Leo. Got him some mad huge damage. Short stun for a second. He needs to catch up and leap in and do some damage. Leaping in. Can't catch up. Does he continue the Death Wish though? Just to keep the stacks going? That is the question. I don't know if he does. He could. As long as he got second wind healing him up, he might be okay. Big Blaze Storm as Leo tried to see if he can back up out of there. If Auric cannot get back over there quick enough. Yeah, he's just gonna have to take it a little bit slowly. I don't think he's pressing Death Wish anymore. Oh, no, he is. Yes, he is. If you see his health randomly get depleted, yes, he is. Was that rallying cry? Did you just rallying cry just to give himself more health? You're a goober. I think he's just trying to maintain his high health as possible. Stun trade with Leo, but it's got all the riders in into a big spear, but a stun right after. Oh, and Leo takes the kill. With Death Wish, you do more damage, but you also take more damage. So unless you can lock him down in immune CC, you're gonna most likely be dead. I like the play. Technically, it could be insane amounts of burst out of you. But man, are you like really putting yourself in danger too. So if you're not careful, the damage you take while Death Wish is up is a massive leap with the charge for the warrior as Kragar makes his way over to Leo. IBF out immediately, blind to follow, just trying to see if he can control Kragar as he does see Avatar on the guy. No Colossus Smash though. So you might still be able to make something work here. You just won't have that big button. Trying to see if he can make some damage with that big button active if only he had a second leap. Banner down. Yeah, he has to take down the banner. He has to take it. With Kragar, he can't really do much right now. His Warbreaker as well as Avatar went out of the wind. Does get a stun to Leo. He knows he's gonna get stunned up by the DK at some point. Does pop a parry, and Leo with a death bag just taking the sweet time to catch himself a bit of a breather. He technically does have to wait until 20 seconds or so until Frostwing's Fury is up, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. I think Kragar has exactly what he wants him. Blaze Storm, can't outrun him. Stun really quickly. Kragar doesn't sit that long at all. He sees one more big execute. Big execute does take it. With Rick as the last one left, but you got to give credit to Leo. He did really well. He did really well. I mean, 3 kills back to back like that, that is huge. Succubus catches you. Long range. Oh, no. As Rick dropping down a big Infernal onto Kragar, got himself big damage with a bolt into a stun. Second bolt, oh my god, the bolts! Into a quick reflect, I don't even know what you reflected back. Another bolt, oh, are you alive? Oh, Lord, stun short onto Rick. Trying to go for a Colossus Smash, big bleeds, I think it's just over still. Yeah, it just pops a wall and just to tank up and just take it. Man, that is rough. That is rough. Let's get us another one going. Remake the group for plush, I guess.